Have you heard that joke about the good news and bad news? You want the good news first or the bad news? What do you want first, the good news or the bad news? You want the bad news first? Bad news first? Here's the bad news. You cannot forgive yourself. That's the bad news. You can't do it. That's why you're having trouble forgiving yourself. Because you're trying and you can't. You cannot forgive yourself. God never gave you the authority nor the power to forgive yourself. Amen. And that's why you're having trouble, and that's why it's such a tough subject. Are you ready for the good news? Yes. All right, let's take the good news because there's a better solution. All right, you ready? See if we can do this in 3 minutes. And supposing I am a judge here in this town, and I've got big black robes, and I have my own bench. You can picture me? And I live down the street here, and you live beside me, and I'm out in the yard, and my kids and I playing baseball, we send a ball through your window and break the front window in your house. And you came over and said, and say to me, Judge Terry, you broke my window. You owe me $100 so that I can get that window repaired. And I look over at your house and I say, I think you built your house too close to me. Isn't that what humans do? They just look out for their own point of view. So you come into my courtroom, you march down the center aisle with a piece of paper and say, Judge Terry, I'm suing you for $100 for my broken window in my house. And guess what I do? I slammed the gavel and said, case dismissed, get out of here. Guys, you never sue a judge in his own courtroom, right? You go to the next court above him, not the one below him. You've heard of these superior courts and supreme courts. You go to the next court above him and sue that judge, right? Now here's the problem. You have been bringing a lawsuit against yourself into your courtroom against you. You can't hear your own case. You can't be the judge of your own situation, can you? You have to take it to the court above you. You cannot, if you bring a suit against yourself into your courtroom, you're going to lose. Aren't you? You can't forgive yourself. And you haven't been given the authority to set yourself free or to declare it paid. You have to take it to the next court above. Who's the next court above that you have to take your case to? Would that be Jesus? Hasn't he already heard your case? Weren't you declared not guilty already? Then why are you taking this down to appeal it to a lower court? You got this? Is this simple? You just need to accept the fact that he's a judge that's above you, not below you. He's above you, and he might be just offended that you're appealing his decision. Right? Am I making sense, man? Make this simple? You can't forgive yourself. You have to accept that he has forgiven you. It takes faith to believe who Jesus is, the judge above you, and what he has done. And it's finished. That's chapter 12 in the book.